Hey Graham, we're back in Adelaide.
Well, how about that? It's a long story. We'll tell the story a little bit later, maybe in another episode, perhaps.
Actually, we're on the way to Adelaide and we've stopped in Tailem Bend.
Yeah, this is a place I've wanted to do a video since we came here last time. That was our first visit here. It's called Old Tailem Town, and there's a heap of trucks here in the background, and you know, this is the first thing you see when you drive into the car park. Just a whole line of these old trucks, and the whole town is set up like an old town of yesteryear, with old vehicles, old machinery, and just a general old town with old buildings as well. It's really interesting to see, and we're going to show you some of it today.
It's a great place, so let's go and explore it, Graham.
Wanted to show you this old truck here. This is, I'm pretty sure this is an old chef. It's exactly the same as my dad had for quite a few years. And I'd wait for him when he would come home from work at night. When he arrived there, I'd climb on the bumper bar and sit between the light and the bonnet as he backed the truck into the driveway. That's something I look forward to every day. This little device here was the air conditioner. You just kick it open with your feet and you get a bit of a flow of air into the cabin. Well, as you can see, we're inside now, and there's just so many streets, so many buildings, an old church, an old school. You come in here and you think, gee, where will I go first? There's so much to look at, I don't know where to go first, but it's just paradise. You know, if you want to look at this old stuff, it's like stepping back into time. And here's the famous outside toilet. Not many people see these these days.
In 1950, Robert Menzies, the then Prime Minister of Australia, decided there should be free milk provided to children in Australian schools. The Act for this was passed in 1951, and for some years to follow, children at all primary school level received a free bottle of milk every day at school.
So down here we can see the milk bottles and the crates. This is how they used to come. Now, a lot of people complained about the milk being hot because it wasn't refrigerated when it was delivered.
No.
But I don't remember having any great problems, to tell you the truth.
I don't either. In fact, it was a really good way of starting the day, because some children didn't get a lot of breakfast, so having milk was a great way to start the day.
Yeah, so there it was, the milk that was delivered every day for morning play. How about that? Some old 78s and gramophones, the way it was done many years ago. Here's Ev eating some lunch while she's waiting for the Cobb & Co coach at the Cobb & Co station here, Cobb & Co stop, but I think you'll be waiting for a long time. No sign of them coming up the road.
They said 10 past.
10 past. All right. Yeah, Dad and his mates had a kind of a universal time, half past. See you at half past.
Coming at 10 past.
Righto. Keep waiting.
Motorbike.
Unbelievable, eh? Incredible.
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely amazing. Now look at this old piece of machinery. Okay, Graham, you're going to drive it?
Yeah. Just give it a moment while I work out how.
It's like a big toy.
Now I just want to demonstrate this little device here. Before the days of the indicator on trucks, the truck driver would grab hold of this if he was stopping or turning right. And he had a little lever here. It doesn't actually move on this one at the moment, it's a little bit seized up, but he would have, if he's stopping or if he's turning left, he'd have it in the stop position and he'd just grab it with his hand and hold it up like that. And of course if he's turning right, it'd be, you just push the lever down and it'd be turning right and you'd hold that up like that. So that's what happened with trucks in the days of, you know, pre the indicators that we have today. Just want to demonstrate the sound of the old squeaking wire door. It brings back memories of the old wire door that we had on the back door at home growing up. Can you hear that? And you want to come in a little closer to hear that squeaking sound. Brings back the memories.
Graham, we found the best place in the whole of this little town, the Bent Elbow Hotel. I think I'm ready for a beer, are you?
You reckon you're ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, well, it is getting a bit warm today, that's for sure. Let's go in.
Let's go in and have a drink.
I'll tell you what, we came in the door and we thought there was a real person standing in there behind the bar ready to serve us a beer.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
I will.
Enjoy it.
Even though it's empty.
So I started the village in 1982 and I had hurdles. My wife thought I was mad, so she went on her way. But I had in my mind a picture, and I had a little bit of money because I had a motor business and a tractor business and 8 people working for me, and so I could spend a bit. And I started buying these buildings after 3 years of trying to get the government to agree what I was doing. And now I'm meeting people from all over the world, which I didn't expect to be doing. And it's because I've got a people's business. And if you've got a people's business, you're interacting all the time. I didn't realise it, but the buildings brought their history, and people are involved with them over 140 years.
Thanks very much, Peter. It's been an amazing experience going through the whole park, and I can certainly recommend that everyone comes to visit. There's so much to see. You see one bit and then there's still more to see, and it's really worth a visit, so make sure you come.
Well,
So that brings us to the end of our exploring Old Tailem Town. The thing that I would recommend, and probably Graham you could probably agree with this, is that as you're going around, walking along the streets, don't hesitate to go into each shop that's open for inspection, because it's amazing what you see, and if you just walk past you don't get to experience the wonders of that particular specialty shop, like the butcher or the bike shop or the car shop. There's just so much to see.
I was going to say the butcher, the baker or the candlestick maker.
Well, that's a possibility, but
No, that's for sure, because if you don't go into each building, you will miss things, and you make sure you allow yourself a good amount of time. So
two and a half to 3 hours.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good amount of time, because I think we've had a pretty good look around today, and I still probably feel that there are certain areas we could look at if we had more time, but that's just the way it goes.
So we hope you've enjoyed this particular episode, Old Tailem Town, and hopefully in the near future you'll be able to come and explore it for yourselves.
We can certainly recommend it. Okay, bye for now. We'll see you in the next episode.